Paula Tagle. I'm expedition leader on board the National Geographic Endeavour. I also work on the Islander. These ships sail the Galapagos Islands every week of the year, and I think I'm from the islands. My heart is here. I came 20 years ago. I am a geologist and I came interested in volcanoes, lava flows, but here I fell in love with sea lions and boobies and the plants. So first I was a naturalist, for 15 years working now for Lindblad Expeditions, and here mostly, but also in Baja California, Costa Rica, Panama, and the Amazon. We do the upper Amazon on board the Delphine too. So I'm very happy being part of this big family, National Geographic and Lindblad Expeditions, as there is an alliance to explore the world, to show the world to people, so people care for our planet. And I love to write. I like stories. In every week we learn about people, the reasons why they go to places to explore, why they love nature, why they feel so close. So I have a book. It's called Galapagos Bedtime Stories. It's for kids and kids at heart. It's about the islands. It's bedtimes for each of the days, so I can explain a little bit about the natural history of each of the islands, using the animals as characters of the stories. And the idea came up with when I had my niece on board. She was 7.5, and every evening I wanted to do kind of like a recapitulation of the things we had seen along the day, and I made it like a bedtime story. So then I said, well, I'll write it, and there are 7 stories, one for each of the islands. I love the one about Wavy, the waved albatross who was afraid of heights. And that's it.
Well, the book has certainly been very popular. I've seen all the passengers lining up to get it. Now, what exactly does the job of expedition leader involve? I see you all over everywhere, every day. It's a big responsibility.
Yeah, well, it is a big responsibility. I like the word expedition in the title because that implies that we are really exploring. Every day we have new experiences. Sometimes we choose to go kayaking or snorkeling depending on the wedding. Oh, I'm sorry, what did I say? On the weather. But, well, expedition leader is a person in charge of defining the program. Here in Galapagos we do not have a lot of flexibility, and that's really good because the park has itineraries, set itineraries for each of the boats, and in that way we minimize the impact on the islands. So we have a specific island, a specific site for a certain day at a certain time. But the expedition leader can play with the options like the snorkeling or the kayaking. I'm like, I don't know, the hostess on board too. People come to me to learn more about the trails, I help them to choose, and I'm also in charge of the natural history staff department. So we meet every day with a naturalist and we decide who does what. We have a photo instructor on board, we have an undersea specialist, we have a video chronicler. So that's our little department, and it's people with a lot of knowledge. So it's also a privilege to work with these nice people, good looking, with a lot of, good sense of humor and knowledge, of course, a lot of knowledge.
Now, you work from the Arctic to the Antarctic and a lot of places in between. What is so special about the Galapagos? What would you say briefly to people who might think of coming to the Galapagos but haven't made up their minds?
Well, what is so special about the Galapagos? I think here you really feel close to nature. Every place you go, there are new things to learn about, and there are animals, there is amazing scenery. But here, the animals do not show fear, and you can get really close. This week we had a sea lion giving birth, and we had about 20 people watching this for several hours. The mother didn't mind. Of course, we were respectful, kept our distance, but animals don't show fear, and that's because humans were never a big threat, and there aren't many predators, so it's a waste of energy to show fear. And I think that's why people feel so close to the animals, because they can get close and they see that they are not disturbing their behaviors. Galapagos is also an amazing marine reserve, so you can explore the underwater realm and discover all these treasures underwater, the colors, even sharks. You can swim close to sharks, white-tip reef sharks, turtles, play with sea lions. So it really touches your heart, and you feel that it is possible to make it, to live in harmony with nature, human beings and nature. This is the place that proves to the world that we can make it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay.
That was more than 5 minutes.